Nota TV Power Talk. For protection
Thank
of
you.
domestic values, kindly share, subscribe, promote Nota TV. India completed 30 days of the lockdown. It's a create lot of economical destruction and health destruction to all over India. Not only in Indian country, overall the more than 200 countries are suffering with Corona pandemic. In India, every year we will consider April 1st as a beginning of the financial year. But this year we have started with lot of economical tsunamis. In the past more than 200-300 years also, we never heard this kind of the economical collapse. Today we are discussing Nota TV Power Talk with one powerful guest. Our subject will be Indian economy impact with coronavirus, how it's affected, how it's destructing the future economical policies of the India. Today in our Power Talk, we are having one powerful guest, businessman and young entrepreneur, Mr. Murtuza Jawawala. Welcome to Nota TV Power Talk, Mr. Murtuza.
Thank you, Mr. Srisaram. Thank you for having me here.
Murtuza, I think you are watching each and every news of the coronavirus impact on total world. Every year we used to celebrate April 1st as a beginning of the financial year. As a businessman, how you started your financial year?
To be honest, Mr. Srisaram, whatever has happened in the last couple of months, 2 to 3 months, it's unprecedented. It has never happened before. So no one was prepared for it. The government has just reacted to it. Pretty much all the governments across the globe, they have just reacted to this. No one was prepared for it. No one gave any indication that this might happen. A lockdown, which might be extended to 40, 50 days or even more, So as a businessman, most of the businessmen, what they do is the last month, March, it's where they take their stock, where they do the transactions or the accounting, everything, most of it's is done in March. So let me be very honest with you, from businessman's perspective, nothing has been done. Not sure when the economy starts, how we are going to again do our accounts, how are we going to restart the new year, So we're just waiting for some sort of a clear indication from the government, whether the economy, the businesses, everything's going to start up and running from May, or it might even be a more extended So we want from a businessman's perspective is more clarity from the government.
How long it will continue? Do you have any predictions?
Let me be very honest with you. I can tell you very clearly that this lockdown is not going to eradicate coronavirus. It's going to stay. It's going to become a way of life. Now, it's, this social distancing, wearing masks, gloves, how are you going to handle your business? Everything's going to become a way of life. So it's all about managing coronavirus now, not eradicating it. It won't go away. It might stay here for 6 months, a year, or until the new vaccination comes out. Now, you see, compared to India compared to other countries, right? The demographics are completely different. While India is completely a very densely populated packed country, other countries, like for example, Australia is 3 times size of India, having 2% of the population, Indian population. So they can have that social distancing. Everyone maintains a car. Everyone, lives far away from each other. They automatically, they have grown up with this social distancing thing.
No, Mr. Murtuza, we cannot compare the development parameter with Australia, America, or some other. India, socio-economical and political conditions are different, and Australia, America, Absolutely. Canada, socio-economical conditions are entirely different. I think Absolutely. At this time we cannot compare how far it is and how better it is, but because American economy is the very strongest and very rigid one. But what happened now?
Absolutely. See, I doubt it's very strong. Even the developed countries, all economies, all they are doing is they are pumping money into the economy at this moment. Right now, they are not sure how the economy is going to handle in 3 months' time when the economy actually restarts, whether it's going to sustain, whether it's going to collapse, whether it's going to start of the biggest recession we have ever seen. So no one knows that. But definitely, I believe that Indian government, of course, we cannot compare, but it should take some inspiration from these policies of other countries, sort of, to help out businessmen. Okay, mostly businessmen. Now, I understand the Indian economy, Indian government, they are doing quite a bit for the individual, whether depositing money into their accounts, free, the food grains and all that sort of stuff. But I doubt that they have done anything for the actual businessmen. Businesses are the pillars of the economy, especially Indian economy. All these, we're talking about the middle tier businesses.
Mr. Mutuja, lot of Indian and few of the G20 countries and G8 countries, total economy depend and total economy interlinked with China. After this corona tsunami, what kind of business relations will be exist with China and other countries?
See, let me tell you, even before coronavirus, all the countries, they were aware, they were aware of China's might, what China was doing to influence other countries, right? Whether the road concept or Southeast Asia issues, so each and every country is aware that why China pumps in money, what sort of influence China bears and wants or expects from them, sort of, so they are aware of it. They were aware of it. But after this coronavirus, definitely there'll be a lot more concern and their policies will actually show it.
Then what kind of business impact will be there? Because in future we have the business tie-ups with China or not?
Now, business tie-ups will be there. So because this is actually businesses. But for example, you have seen what India has done with the FDI policy. So the foreign investment policy. So they are aware that Chinese companies might take advantage of this situation when the economy starts and might pump in money, might take over the companies and all. So what they come out with new policies. So to cover or to protect those sort of takeovers.
You are traveling a lot and internationally you traveled several countries for the extension of your business and promotion of your business. At this scenario, what is the situation of the world economy after coronavirus impact?
See, even before coronavirus impact, the growth of the world economy, it was everyone was predicting a recession. Pretty much, I'm talking about developed countries. I'm talking about developing countries as well. They were expecting that hopefully the reception would have kicked in 2021 perhaps. But now with coronavirus, everyone's sure about the recession, but that has preponed the recession. Instead of 2021, I'm sure as soon as the economy starts, you will see it's only about the impact, how bad the recession is going to be. It's not whether if we're going to have a recession, it's how bad it's going to be, whether it's going to be one of the biggest, greatest recessions of all time. So that's all they are preparing right now.
Mr. Mutuja, last year, our former RBI governor, Mr. Raghuram Ranjan, used one word, Indian economy in ICU. This year, coronavirus impact. What will be the next year dialogue?
Indian economy or Chinese economy, whether developing countries, you will see that yes, the impact of coronavirus is going to be felt a lot more in here with the manufacturing base and everything. All the NPAs are going to come up, the factories are going to close, the businesses are going to close. But I'm sure because of the population, because of the middle class families up here, the base up here in India, I'm sure it's going to pick up fast as well. So right now, what I can see is, the recession will kick in, but hopefully by 2021, it will, reach the depth or it'll bottom out. But late 2021 or 2022, it should be on the way back up. It should be on the way back up, and then things should be a lot more improving or a lot more improved.
Mr. Mutuja, total Indian economic budget is 70 lakhs crores. Now, maximum budget will be spent on health and prevention of the coronavirus. Then what about other subjects?
See, I doubt that the maximum budget will be spent on coronavirus or so. All the economies, Indian economy, or other economies as well, what they are doing is they're pumping in money. So now when we are talking about stimulus, when we are talking about Indian government pumping in, RBI pumping in 200,000 crores, 2 lakh crores or 3 lakh crores, we are talking about they are taking money out of thin air, sort of, I mean, which doesn't exist, and pumping money into liquidity into the banks. Okay, so it can reach, or people can again borrow, again start their business, restart the business. Okay, so I believe right now the impact one can know its actual impact by mid of next year, because right now everyone is actually waiting for the economy to restart. Now we don't know how it's going to restart. We don't know what are the complications or what are the problems we're going to come across once the economy restarts. Okay, so we can only hope by mid this recovery it's going to happen as soon as possible.
Mr. Muthuja, which fields are affecting lot due to coronavirus impact? Which sectors in business?
So I would say middle class businesses. Now, small to middle class, like kirana stores or franchisees or whatever you sort of, who employ few staff. Now, you see, compared to corporates, they are not, they don't have that buffer. Corporates, they've borrowed billions of rupees, sort of, lakhs and crores of rupees from the banks. And they can always rely on NPAs. If things don't work out, they can go back. They can lodge insolvency. They are protected, and then they can blame coronavirus. Now, small to middle tier businesses, now they have nowhere to go. They are mortgaged. Okay, they have mortgaged their shops. They mortgaged their houses. Their overheads are still continuing. They, because they know their staff. Whatever staff they have, they are taking care of the staff as well. They are paying their salaries. They are paying their overheads, which is rent or whatever it might be, and that might continue. So, government hasn't come out with any sort of stimulus or rebates or any sort of help or assistance for these small to middle tier businesses. So I would only request that they come out with some sort of rebate, something where not only they can, in the economy, you can keep pumping in money and you can ask them to borrow more. How are they going to repay? How are they going to repay the interest? So what sort of rebates are you going to give some sort of rebates from sales tax or income tax, sort of, so they get some money back to start that. When the economy starts, they might have that money back. They don't have to pay interest, where they can sustain themselves, where they can restart.
Mr. Muthuja, Government of India imposed a moratorium to safeguard the interest of the customers and users. Then what about the future of financial institutions and banking sector, whoever lended hundreds of crores money to the users and customers? What will be their future?
Oh, see, it's going to be very dire. The future, the financial market, the private banks, the government banks, of course, the government is going to keep pumping money, but the private banks, very likely a lot of banks are going to go under because of NPAs. All the big corporates who have borrowed billions or lakhs and lakhs of crores of rupees. A lot of big businesses are going to go down or go under. Banks are going to take the brunt of it, and you can see the cases like Yes Bank and all other small banks as well. They are in dire needs of help. Sort of, somehow the government has stepped in and stopped what was, the banks could have gone under, Yes Bank or in case of Yes Bank. But I'm certain in next 6 months, you will see a lot of good banks feeling the stress of NPAs. And government would have to come out with some sort of policies where these banks, the private banks, or even the public banks, would have to merge together to sustain and to go through this period next couple of years, to become stronger and face the market, volatile market next couple of years.
Mr. Muthuja, before coronavirus, the Indians used to use one proverb called, Indian economy is very rich, but Indians are poor. After coronavirus, Indian economy also poor and Indian people also poor. What is your comments on this?
I doubt that Indian economy is poor. I'm aware that the money is there. Now, especially with coronavirus, yes, in short term, things are going to be bad. As I said, things are going to be bad next 6 months to a year. But some businesses, new businesses or new startups, they're going to have an advantage as well. Okay, now for example, now with the Indian economy, with coronavirus stopping everything in lockdown, most of the transactions are done via digital platforms, most of them. Now, cash economy, whatever leftovers of cash economy which were present, now they are gone too. So all the money, whatever the money you'll see being pumped into financial sector. You'll see a lot more increase of a lot more digital platform, digital currency transfers, transactions, and everything, all that sort of stuff. So I say 6 months to a year down the track, once we go through the first initial phase of the economy starting up, I'm sure things should be improving, things should be better. And I keep telling my friends as well that it's going to be an opportunistic market, sort of, so people who are going to be opportunistic, who are going to think out of the box, they're going to make a lot of money. Traditional businesses might collapse, traditional businesses might go under, sort of,
Mr. Mutuja, what you suggest Indian government to improve and combat the COVID-19 virus?
See, initially, the Indian government has to restart the economy. Now, I'm aware the risk and everything with COVID-19 and all, but it's very important that the economy starts as soon as possible. And yes, with guidelines that yes, social distancing becomes a norm, day-to-day norm. Okay, maybe limited hours or whatever it might be, closure of schools or theaters, that's a different, but it's very important the economy starts as soon as possible. Now with COVID-19, it might be a year before we see the vaccinations come out. Okay, so we know that there's going to be we're going to have an impact. We know that there are going to be cases, and the government has to spend or has to take care of the healthcare facilities. I understand that they are doing as much as possible, sort of creating hospitals, new hospitals and everything for coronavirus. So definitely manufacturing of ventilators, which is very essential, sort of or procuring them from overseas. That's essential. But once the economy starts, once everyone knows that the economy is starting, but there are these guidelines which have to be strictly followed by each and every individual. COVID-19 not to spread more. Okay, and we have to look after ourselves, whether it's in business, whether we can't not more than that number of people can congregate together. All these religious institutions have to be closed down in the sense, again, to avoid the congregation of people. So all this has to be done. Plus, the government has to come out with rebates to make sure these businesses, which have been impacted a lot more, the small businesses, they get some sort of a rebate. They get some sort of seed money from the government in form of some sort of rebate of taxes or so. So they can again restart the businesses and everything. Now, I'll see for next 1 year, all this have to be in place. And once the vaccinations start coming out, whether it's 6 months down the line or a year down the line, and then gradually the government can ease these restrictions.
Then how international community is discussing about Indian economy?
Right now, I believe everyone's actually busy. Now, it came as a surprise to all of them that Indian economy went ahead even before US did, or Australia did, or any other developed country. They went ahead and they started with this lockdown. And this was, for Indian economy, it's a huge thing for a lockdown of 130 crore people, sort of, And that has been going on for the last 30 days, which might again keep going for another 15 days or so. So everyone was a bit surprised that India had that head start, sort of, containing coronavirus. So going forward though, I'm certain that once everything is, it all depends on how, as individual, we handle and we manage this coronavirus. That we have to be aware of it. We have to be aware how dangerous it is. Okay, we have to take care as much as possible. Okay, because government can only do up to an extent. The rest it's up to us.
Finally, what do you suggest to Government of India?
See, as I said before, they have to come out with rebates. They have to come out with some sort of packages for small, mid-tier businesses. They have to come out with clear guidelines, exactly how they want people, sort of, whether they congregate with how many people, what sort of norms now, social distancing, Okay, in businesses, how are we're going to incorporate those norms? So it has to be a very clear indication, because this is here to stay. This coronavirus is here to stay for a bit longer, at least for this particular year.
Coronavirus is impacting particularly the middle class businessmen and small scale industries. Thank you, Mr. Muthuja, for joining with us for Nota TV Power Talk, and we will take your valuable suggestions and feedback. And signing up, Silveri Srisailam for Nota TV. Muthuja, Mr. Muthuja, many thanks for joining with us.
Thank you so very much for having me here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Srisailam.